This is the Samsung Galaxy Fold 8. New shape, less cameras, but is it good? Well, yeah, they're onto something with this. Let's talk about it. So full disclosure on this, I'm not paid or sponsored by Samsung. This goes right back to them after I'm done with this video. But yeah, I haven't used a Samsung phone in a while. And I mean, primarily I use iPhones and I do dabble with some Android phones, but it's been a while since I played with one of their foldables. And this one struck me the most interesting out of all of them because of the form factor, the size of a passport. And it's kind of that sweet spot for a foldable. Whereas the other ones are long and more narrow, and they don't always fit into, let's say, a pocket, especially if you're more active in sports. Whereas something like this is much more versatile. And also having this 4:3 aspect ratio, I mean, you can watch like this, perfect as an e-reader. Hey, you can watch the Odyssey as it was filmed in the aspect ratio on this. I know people have been having fun with that on social media, but it is really a beautiful form factor. But we got to talk about what's under the hood real quick, just to get the specs out of the way. It's a Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. It's the top of the line. It's 7.6-inch AMOLED display, LTPO AMOLED display, wide open when it's unfolded. And it's 5.5 for this one right here, AMOLED as well. The inside's 3000 nit brightness. So I'm in the daylight right here in the hotel room because I'm overseas working. Yeah, this, no issues at all, bright daylight. You're going to enjoy the display on this. Cameras on the back of it, 50 megapixel. I mean, it's not going to be the photographer's dream setup, but it's not meant for that. This is a content consumption device, watching movies, reading ebooks, browsing the web, online shopping, TikTok, whatever have you. I mean, it's thin, wide open, as you can see. Look at this thing. I mean, it is pretty thin. I think it's about 4.5 millimeters thin. I mean, Samsung's really improved on their foldables. I mean, the previous generation of phones last year was getting thinner, but before that were quite thick, right? This is much more palatable, I think, for a lot of people out there. And the crease, honestly, you can kind of see it if you look on an angle here. I've been using this for the past couple of weeks and it hasn't gotten any worse. It looks good. And when I'm reading content or watching videos, I don't even notice it, barely. I mean, I have to really look for it, which I think is testament that they've done a really good job with this overall. Battery life is good. 4,800 milliamp battery. I mean, depending on your usage, if you're a power user, you may want to charge it, but there's fast charging to this as well. But it'll get you through the day for, I would say, the majority of people, 85 to 90% of you out there. This will get you through the day. Also, in terms of the operating system, it's the latest from Android. It's the One UI 9. It's got a lot of the bells and whistles. There's some nice features in here in terms of cropping video from wide angle to like focusing on somebody in a 9:16 aspect ratio for TikTok or Instagram, which is very cool. So you've got speakers on the top and the bottom when it's folded like this. However, when you open it up, it is going to be very left-hand side heavy, unless you flip it this way, then it would be right-hand side heavy. So it's not really balanced. It would have been nice if Samsung kind of found a way to have it balanced. It was a bit more of a stereo kind of a sound, whereas you'd have it on both sides, right? Now, when this first launched and I had that device and I was playing with it, the sound wasn't really good. It sounded a little bit tinny, a little bit weak. Now, there was a recent firmware update that said it just fixed some issues in the phone. And I noticed the phone got considerably louder and it sounds a lot better now than it previously did. So if you're watching videos that were, just right at launch and wondering, are the speakers that bad? No, they have improved. It's just the placement I wish was a little bit better. I think if you're wearing earbuds, you're not going to notice it. But I will tell you this, there is no case or cover that comes inside the box. So if you want to set this on the table, this bad boy will rock because of these cameras that protrude on the back of this. So yeah, I mean, I think there are cases that you can buy from Samsung and third-party vendors out there that will sort of alleviate that. But again, it adds thickness to the phone, which kind of defeats the purpose. So none of these things are deal breakers for me. These are just things I want to highlight to you using the phone over the past couple of weeks. But I will tell you, there is the one thing about the display, which I hopefully they improve in a future firmware update, is that it doesn't have that sort of that dual, it doesn't take advantage of the foldable like the other phones. I don't know the exact name of it, but I did notice when I'm watching YouTube videos, it's not as optimized as the other foldable phones that they have, right? And I feel like they could do that. Again, they say the hinge isn't exactly the same. It kind of bounces back a little bit. But I mean, you can see right here, I mean, I can kind of move it around and place it, and it's pretty okay for the most part. And I think it's to a point where it kicks back right there. But I mean, anything from 90 degrees, even like 45 or like there, whoops, pops out. Yeah. So, but it'd be nice to have that UI just in case. But I've really just enjoyed just the form factor, man. I mean, it's really a nice way to watch YouTube videos. And because I shoot in open gate, I can zoom in and I pretty much got the entire width, the aspect ratio is right there for me for this display. It's great. Oh, and by the way, I'm late to the party on this. You can use Quick Share and it's like AirDrop from your Samsung phone to your Mac or iPhone, sending files, receiving files, no issues at all. I was pleasantly surprised. They did pass me the lavender one. I think there's a pistachio, which is an online exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, and a couple other colors out there. I mean, this is nice. Not my preferred color, but I mean, I can rock it and you put a case on it, who cares? The build quality is fantastic. It is a fingerprint magnet, but all foldable phones are fingerprint magnets for the most part. I mean, the image quality from the cameras is good. As I mentioned early on, it's good enough for what most people are going to be using it for. I test a lot of devices and I test a lot of pro cameras here on this channel. And the average person doesn't get into all the high-end bells and whistles. They just want something that takes really good portraits, good and low light, has a flash. They can capture dinner moments or food or, intimate moments with their partner or loved one. And that's kind of it. This is more than enough. Videos, good as well. Again, for what it's designed to be, it does the job. But I think if you're looking for something a little bit off the beaten track, you want something that you can enjoy your YouTube videos, watch movies, travel with. But this device is perfect for this. Laying in a bed, chilling before maybe you're going to go to sleep. Maybe you just want to watch some Netflix, Disney Plus, whatever have you. Maybe you want to read an ebook. I mean, this is the perfect form factor for that. I can see tablets in the future going away from just being a small tablet like this, but actually being a phone because this is the perfect size for that. Think about this. More people should be making sizes like this for foldable phones. And maybe in the near future, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this. This is great. I mean, I host events, right? This is great to use it for scripts or whatever have you. It's not big enough where it's, protruding out there or looks, odd on stage. But at the same time, it's got everything I need. I love this. This is a really, really cool option. Just wish, we had the UI that would take advantage, of the foldable phone, but maybe they'll add that in a future firmware update. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe. Thank you for the support. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll chat to you all very, very soon. Go back to watching a movie on this thing. This is nice. All right.